Ever since I can remember, I have been fascinated by trains. My grandpa would take me everywhere to see trains. Long-distance railways like Amtrak, visits to the Sacramento Railway Museum, trains at the zoo, even trains in Europe. You can see the world through trains. No matter where we go, I do extensive research and develop a master plan to ride the available trains. I have learned that in life, planning maximizes my opportunities. Trains are my happy place. I feel at home and at peace. Trains for me are calming and relaxing. I love the sound of the locomotive gliding along the tracks as I stare out the window. But one of the trains that I took almost every week was Caltrain from Mountain View to Hillsdale. As you ride the train from Mountain View to Hillsdale, you see all walks of life, from homes to downtown centers, through empty stations to dangerous areas. Just like how the train passes through different scenes in a matter of minutes, life is a journey with many twists and turns. I've learned to pay attention to the scenes around me and, more importantly, embrace changes. Our weekly routine was simple. We rode the train from Mountain View Station to Hillsdale Station, the goal of visiting Hillsdale Mall. At the time, I was so young that I couldn't say Hillsdale. I always remembered it as Downhill Mall because I had to walk down the stairs to get there. Every time, we would eat udon noodles inside the mall. It made me so happy. Unfortunately, the restaurant that served those noodles is no longer there. The noodle shop is gone, but my love of noodles is not. I love all sorts of noodles. Pasta from Italy, pho from Vietnam, chow fun from China, udon, and ramen from Japan. Look at our pantry at home. Noodles everywhere. Noodles are my favorite food, and I love watching it being made. At the end of a long, hard day, my favorite thing to do is to sit quietly and eat a bowl of steaming noodles. Slurp, slurp, slurp. I eat until my belly is full and my heart is content. The earliest noodles were found in China from 4,000 years ago. Today, we even have an instant noodle format, such as cup noodles. Despite its popularity in Japan and the US, instant ramen was actually invented by a Taiwanese man named Go Pek Hook. He eventually changed his name to Momfuku Ando when he moved to Japan. I like to share the mathematics of noodles. What the chef is demonstrating is a technique called hand-pulled noodles, or la la mian. The number of noodles that you can make with the dough grows exponentially. As the chef smacks the dough more and more, one noodle becomes 2, then 4, then 8, and so on. You can summarize this with the equation x equals 2 to the power of n, where n equals the number of pulls you have made, and x represents the number of noodles you can make from it. Do you like thick or thin noodles? To figure out the thickness of your noodle, measure the diameter, or 2 times the radius. Now that the noodles are pulled, they are ready to be cooked. Like all things in life, I'm sure that the noodle chef didn't get it right the first time he tried it. I wrote a poem called That Tower for our school's poetry slam to describe how I rebound and learn from failure, an important lesson when making noodles.
When you lose, when you fail, when your big tower blocks topples to the ground, pieces scattered everywhere. There's always next time, they say. You can build it again. You gather the blocks together. You try a different structure. You pick up a piece off the cold hardwood floor. Click, click, click. You snap on more and more. That's when you rebound, when you win, succeed, and finish building that tower.
A true ramen connoisseur has to learn how to cook it, because if you don't know how to, you are an imposter. Let me show you how to make it, step by step. The ingredients you will need are fresh ramen, fish cake, shoyu soup base, a hard-boiled egg, chashu, which I cooked in an Instant Pot, chicken stock, a bowl, and a pair of chopsticks. Now we will begin the cooking process. First, pour the chicken stock into the pot. Then bring it to a boil. Now, let's prepare the toppings. First, cut the egg and fish cake. Then, cut the pork. Next, I'm going to add the shoyu sauce to the bowl. The water's now boiling, so put your noodles in a basket, then put them in the water. Keep these in for 3 minutes. The noodles are now ready, so I'm going to take the noodles out and put it in our bowl. Next, take the fish cake, put it in the basket, and boil. Now, I will add the soup to the bowl. Now, we're going to add our toppings and enjoy. Voila! Now that we've finished assembling our ramen, it sublimates. Not that kind of sublimates. It simply becomes sublime. After your hard work cooking the perfect bowl of ramen, take the time to savor your meal.
Oh, that midnight train to Georgia. Yeah. Said he's going back to a simpler place and time. Oh, yes, he is. Now be with him. Just in time. I'm so glad you have a one-track mind like me. You gave my life.
What happened, David?
I burned my finger. Ow. It hurts.
A pound of bologna, a gallon of ice cream too. You ate the sole off of my left shoe. You started in the kitchen and ended in the hall. You chewed up the rug and ate the paper off the wall. You know you eat too much. Yes, you eat too much. You know you eat too much. And one of these days it'll get you down. Go have fun.
Nobody, ain't nobody giving me top ramen. Ain't nobody giving me top ramen. Without my sriracha sauce, so sriracha sauce. Ain't nobody, ain't nobody giving me top ramen. Ain't nobody gonna give me top ramen unless it has sriracha sauce. Sriracha sauce.
Okay.
For real.
What you know about me in the kitchen eating chicken top of ramen with my best friend? The ramen never ends. I love it so much, boy.